Oh, child, today drained me. Oh, hi, girl. Is it that time of the week when we catch up? Yeah? Well, I got a good one for you today because I have been out and I was given not one, but two goodie bags, which we're going to unpack whilst I catch you up on my day because it has been a lot. So, with that being said, you grab your popcorn. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also like this video and comment something nice in the comment section. But without further ado, you've got about 15 seconds to get ready. And I'll catch you on the other side because we have been busy today and I am tired. So let's sit down. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Vivian. If you've never seen my corner of YouTube before, I share things related to food, fitness, and lifestyle. Now, if there's something in there that's a little bit of you, you already want to subscribe to the channel. I promise you I will look after you and you're going to have so much fun over here. But without further ado, let's get into this video. I am so excited because I'm going to be taking you through my... It feels crazy to even say this, but I went to a brand/influencer event, and it feels crazy to say influencer event because I don't consider myself as an influencer. So it just seems crazy because I'm a small creator in my mind, but I guess you have to come out of that mindset to be in those spaces or like to even be approached by these people. And in a little way, it's a video to kind of share that like, don't give up on your content, even though you're getting like low engagement, low views. Don't give up because in those low views, there might be someone that's actually taking some sort of lesson from your videos or motivation, or like they're taking something from the video. So you got to stay consistent. I know everyone says stay consistent, post your content, but I'm posting the content. No one's watching. What now? But someone watched and I ended up here. So let's get into it. I am so excited. So my mindset going into these events is always like a little bit mixed. I'm always excited initially, like I get accepted. I like, get the email like, oh, we're having this event. Are you going to be available this date? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm excited. I'm like, oh yeah, of course. But then the day comes and the nerves start to kick in. And then it's sort of like a space of like, okay, I've already agreed to this, so I'm not going to cancel. So I go anyways. But because I have a fear of being late into like new environments, I always end up being super early. And it just kind of gives me like awkward vibes. I'm like, oh shoot, I was trying to be like casually late, but I'm somehow super early, which I guess is not a bad trait to have. At the beginning, I'm always shy. Like if you know me, I'm a shy, reserved person. But like when there's people coming through in groups and they already know each other, and I don't really know a lot of these people in this space, I'm always a bit like, oh, let me just stay in the corner, hope someone approaches me. But like when going to these events, I have my goal of I need to speak to at least 3 or 4 people that I've never like spoken to and I don't follow on socials. Because sometimes you do bump into people you follow. So it's quite easy to be like, oh my God, do I follow you? Or I've seen you on socials. But it kind of helps to break the ice. And most of these events, everyone's doing the same thing. So the easiest way to go about it is basically be like, oh my God, is this your first time? Have you done these types of events before? Or like, oh, what do you do? What's your like fitness or page? Because most of them are doing fitness. Most of them could be like lifestyle, some are nutrition. So you kind of get to connect with different people, which I do like in that regard. And networking is a skill that I do want to improve this year. So attending more of these events hopefully will help out. And linking that to content and creating is like I get so shy. Like even like when we're doing the sauna, there was like a group of us in there, and like a couple of the girls were just getting their B-roll shots, getting their content, and me, I was just like, yeah, I don't know, I'm too shy to be doing this. But I did take some B-roll shots, and when Amber arrived and she was doing hers, I was like, okay, cool. But I don't know why I get to the point of like I'm shy, because it's like this is what we do. Why am I being like, oh, someone's watching me film? Bro, we're all here filming. This is the point we're here for. But if you do want to watch my video that I made for Instagram, recapping the day, I will link it here, if not in the description down below. So go check it out. And whilst you're there, follow my socials at Gains with Viv on Instagram and TikTok. But yeah, so it's kind of like a 50-50 where I want to be in the moment and experience this. But then also I have to remember I am working, if you want to call it like that. So I kind of have to get shots, and it was quite hard at some points. When we went downstairs to do Pilates, it was such a small room. Some of the girls had brought tripods, and I didn't know. I was like, I didn't even think to bring that. But I feel like with more events like this, I will get used to the setup and get more out of my comfort zone and not be so shy to film, because everyone is there to do the same thing. So why did I feel like so awkward about it? But regardless, after a while of warming up and getting used to everyone, I did then gain the confidence to start filming B-roll shots. Not to the point of here yet, but just, pan shots here, pan shot there, so that it can compile nicely into my voiceover videos, because I like doing voiceovers. I just to get to show my personality a lot more, because when I'm doing these, I feel like I'm a bit shy sometimes, or like my personality doesn't come out as much. So as far as content creation and going to these events, mindset wise, I think just remember everyone is there to do the same thing. You are all content creators. No one is going to look at you funny because you're creating content. This is what you all do. So just get that fun out. Even if like me, just do the little pan shots to begin with, get used to it. If this is too much for you, or this is too much, like with everyone there, it's okay. But no one really cares what you're doing, because they're worried about getting their content. They don't really care. Like sometimes I'm like, hey, can I come in? Or like, you can get them in the shot. They don't care. But yeah, honestly, you are your worst enemy when it comes to content creation and filming in public. You literally are. I filmed a video in Tesco the other day. Yeah, someone looked at me, but what did they say? Nothing. So that's my tip as far as like the mindset going into these events and content creation wise. So the venue was at Sauna and Plunge. It's in Shoreditch. It's such a beautiful venue because it's so calm and tranquil. Like when you go in there, you feel like you've walked into a spa. They've got some plunge baths, and they range from temperatures of like 6 degrees, 8 degrees, and 10 degrees. 6 degrees being the coldest, of course. And then they had an infrared sauna and a regular cold sauna, and like obviously changing facilities. And downstairs there was like a studio where we done our Pilates session. It was cute because we first had like the welcome talk from the founder. She was telling us about how the rebrand, where she was trying to take the brand. I'll also link her Instagram and also the brand. It's called Peppermint. And they gave us some caps. This might ruin my hair. I'm not really a cap girly, but maybe I might have to be in the summer when I'm running. What we're saying, it looks cute and it fits over my bun. Like it does a good job of, not ruining my hair too much. But this is one of the goodies that we got. And talking about goodies, is it just me that's always like curious when influencers go on events? So I'm like, what did you get? Like, I'm always nosy. I'm like, what'd you get at the event? So I guess I'm gonna show you what I got from this event whilst we do this catch-up talk. Anyways, where was I? At the venue. Yeah, so I went downstairs, done Pilates. Pilates was so hard. Like, I was shaking. I saw 1 kilogram dumbbells and I was like, okay, we might be okay. I do have some sort of core strength. I know it's like a slow and controlled movement. Oh, Lucy killed us. Lucy, her brand is B-Body. I will also link that in the comment description. To be honest, any brand that I mentioned that was at the event will be in the comment description. Check them out because it was honestly the best experience. But she provided it was 45 minutes. But it was intense. I was even sweating. I didn't even think I'd sweat, but I was dripping. Even Amber made. If you watch the video I made for Instagram, you will see the side eyes that Amber was giving, and even me, I was just like, bruh. Every time I'd be like, bruh, what now? And she'd be like, hold it. Go down a little bit lower. My legs have never felt it before. But that just actually reminded me, like, I think I want to do more of those classes because I'm so used to like lifting weights and everything like that. It sometimes reminds you how like stiff you are when you do those classes, because there were some movements I couldn't even fully hold it for too long, or like even just holding the dumbbells out like this in, it humbled me to a different level. I didn't have like the greatest positioning to put my phone, but I do have like little bits of the day that I'll try weave into this video. So bear with the quality. I didn't bring my camera. I didn't really fuck around too much with the setup because obviously we're doing the class as we go. So as much as I want want to be present in the moment. I want to try capture little bits that I can share online to kind of give you a glimpse of what it's like. I think like the main key takeaways from the event is that you could be in a room with people that have like 100K followers, have over X amount, like verified tick, and you might see yourself at like 3,000 followers or something like that, and start to think like, how did I even end up here? But you got to remember, like, they reached out to you for a reason. It's not about the numbers, it's the value you're bringing to people. And you shouldn't really doubt why you're in a certain room. When you're exchanging Instagrams, you're like, damn, girl, look at you go. And sometimes you're thinking like, oh, but I only got like 300. But if you think about it, 3,000 people is a lot. Like, imagine me stood in front of 3,000 of you right now. I would be like, you know? So I think like the key takeaway from these events is just like, everyone has a certain story to share with people, or like a journey they've been on. So you never really need to compare yourself, because you're going to end up in a room with someone who's got more followers than you or got less followers than you. But everyone's story is slightly different. So don't compare yourself in that way. And I also liked the element of trying new things with people you don't know, because usually if you go out, you're with your friends, you don't really interact with others. Whereas the key takeaways from this is just like, I have the ability to speak to people that I don't know and connect with them. And I do have the ability to just go and put myself in uncomfortable situations, you know? Or like going up, down, or like when my body wants to give up, my brain is able to keep pushing. So I think like there's a few things you can always take away from an event. And those were the main things from me. And also takeaway, I took some goodies away. So besides the cap, we got a nice little towel with the peppermint logo down there. Which will be good. It's white though, so I'm scared to get it dirty. Maybe this will be like a hand towel in the bathroom. Like, it gives like spa quality. I don't know why. So this is definitely gonna come in handy. And another thing, I don't know if this is more of a mental thing, but I feel like I drink more water through a straw. So we got some big, how many milliliters is this? This looks quite big, like compared to the size of my head. I want to say 750, not quite a liter, that might be a stretch. So we got like a peppermint sports club cup. Oh yeah, there you go, you can see it better there. And it was, I genuinely do feel I will drink more water, because we've got some cups like this with the straw from Wilco. And when I'm working from home, I drink so much more water, mainly because of the straw. And I was even talking to my supervisor about this the other day. I was like, I don't know if it's just psychological, but with a regular cup, I will barely drink as much water. But give me a cup with a straw, I will down a lot of water. So I am excited to start using that. There were other brands there. So Funk, they were here. I will tag them down below. It was like a drinks brand. They were there as well. So I got some drinks. I have kind of drank a couple of them, so I wish I could show you. But I will give you like a little pan shot of the room with the food and everything set up. And then they also gave us some Elite high protein cereal, and it's got 16 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar. Get out. I might try this for breakfast. And if you haven't already seen my Instagram, I done a video on these junk cookies the other day. It's a cookie with 8 grams of protein and literally not that much. It's a low calories, isn't it? It's like 185 calories for a cookie. Is that a lot? I don't know, but these have been coming in handy after gym. So I am excited to have this. I do have like 2 thingies of them in the cupboard. Now I have a chocolate one, which to be fair is good, because someone in the comments said the triple chocolate one is quite good. So I might try that. But with junk, you can find them out online on their website, or go to your local Tesco. It's currently on club cut price for £2.50, I believe. Don't quote me, but it's £2 something in Tesco right now for 3, like a pack of 3. And they're quite good. You microwave them for 22 seconds. I did like 15 to 20 seconds. And then the other brand that was there, or like, you know, stuff that was in the goodie bag, is Dirty. I don't know how you pronounce that. Dirty. But this one is like a hot chocolate, and this is a coffee mushroom super blend. Yet to do a taste test, but focus, that's dirty. And then this is the coffee. I don't know why I'm doing close-ups, like I'm not going to give you a pan shot of it all. But basically, dirty mushroom coffee super blend. Does it say? It is an organic Arabica beans with lion's mane, ashwagandha, and maca for rich, nutty flavors with less caffeine. Yeah, so I'll just link them down below and you can figure them out for yourselves, lovey. And I'm not sure what this is. Do I put this? Is this like a little key ring? Is it for a bag? I don't know. It's just like a little loop and it's got peppermint branding on it. And then from our yoga session with B-Body, we got like affirmations. And mine said, you can do anything, but not everything at all at once. And that actually is so true, because I will have a to-do list and try to do little bits of everything at once, when really I should just kind of break it up and do it one by one. So yeah, that was from the event. And what I got in my goodie bag, which I can't wait to try some of the things in there. And then we did get a second goodie bag, which is insane. I didn't even expect this. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they gave us like the Perfect Head matcha drinks, the fizzy ones, ginger and peach or something like that. It'll be in the comment description. And then this other cereal brand, Lizzie's. Oh, Lizzie's. Yeah, Lizzie. It is Lizzie. Lizzie? Who the is Lizzie? It is so cute. So they gave me some granola, which I am excited to try. I don't really have granola much. I usually do my overnight oats, but it came with yogurt. I have put the yogurt in the fridge. It was the Faye, the bougie yogurt. And they gave us like a bowl with a matching spoon. Is this like coconut? I don't know. Is it a coconut or is it just like... But this gives real like, I'm a healthy girl with my granola and yogurt. I might do like a little video on this in the morning, like a little breakfast, little vlog. So make sure you're staying tuned with my social medias. And then lastly, we got given a notepad. I don't know what I'll use it for yet, but I got a notepad, which is cute. And yeah, that's everything we received alongside like drinks that we're trying. You will see all of this in the pan shots because either they have been drunk already or they're in the fridge and I frankly cannot be bothered to get up and go get it. So I'm just a girl. Coming into this year, my main goal was to basically stay consistent, build on the habits that I already have built from 2024, and basically take my content to the next level. And with that, I have forced myself to put myself in spaces that normally I would say no to, or like film content that I thought was too cringe at first, because when I'm watching all these videos, I'm thinking this person must have cringed when making this video. But look at it, they've got brand deals from this, they've got X amount of views, they've got engagement from it. And that's like what I have been taking to my content, make myself uncomfortable, and that's how you grow. Because if I stay with what's comfy, what's this and that, nothing is gonna change. And also like staying consistent can be hard. And don't get me wrong, take the breaks if you need it. So the way I go about it, I post Monday to Friday. The weekend, I don't post anything. Obviously, I post the YouTube video, but that's only on one channel. Monday to Friday is my Instagram and TikTok days. And I'm trying this thing of where I don't post the same content. So for example, if I do like a day in the life vlog on Instagram, I'm not then going to post that on TikTok on the same day either, because then it's like my followers have seen it on Instagram. Why are they now going to see it on TikTok? That's how I'll be getting low engagement. So I have to make different videos for different platforms, which yes, is a lot of work. But if you do plan it out, and even if you do like one day I'll post on Instagram, one day I'll post on TikTok. It also depends on what channels you have. That's one way to avoid burnout. And obviously like doing a content calendar is the best way to go about it, but sometimes it is a faff. Like, you know, so don't be hard on yourself that you don't have a content calendar. Maybe just do for the week. Just say this week, I'm going to post this video on YouTube if you do have YouTube, or I will post 3 times on Instagram and 3 times on TikTok. whichever way works for you. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's doing this content. No one is paying you for it yet. So you got to invest that time into yourself and think in the long run, it will pay off. And you just genuinely don't know who's watching your videos. And you're going to get like DMs from big companies, smaller companies. You just need to filter it out and just think what is reasonable for me and where can I put my time into. So that's my like advice as far as like staying consistent with your content creation journey, and genuinely do not give up, because I know I have been there. If you look at some of my TikTok posts, some of them will be like literally overnight will go to like 8K or like 2K views. Some of them will be barely touching 500. And I'm like, what? And sometimes it's sort of like the videos that you don't put the most thought into be the videos that do the best. And it's sort of like, I don't get the algorithm. I would just recommend every time you post, look at how that video performs and just change one thing for the next video. Don't just give up and think, oh, well, I got 300 views, no one engaged with it, so I'm now going to give up. No, think, okay, cool. What could I have done differently, and make that change? Small progress is still progress, and it can contribute towards big success. So honestly, do not give up on your content. I haven't given up on my content, so we're going to be on this journey together. So honestly, keep pushing. Anyways, just to sum up the video, I feel like attending these events is literally been the most beneficial thing, because by meeting all these people, I'm able to see like how vast the industry is, or how much like there's space for everyone. So even when I'm feeling like, oh, my content is not pushing, or what's the point in even this, everyone has a purpose in this content creating space, and you wouldn't be making that content if you didn't think that. So I am enjoying doing content and just seeing where it will take me, or just seeing who's watching my videos, what brands would reach out, and all of that kind of stuff, and just socializing and networking with people in the similar space, because you can also bounce off ideas from people and be like, from a fresh eye, from my channel, what do you kind of get from it, so you can see whether you are actually reaching that target audience that you want. But yeah, it's also definitely helping me with my networking skills and helping me come out of my comfort zone a lot more, because speaking to the camera in public, like the other day when I was just walking around speaking to it, I don't feel as shy or nervous as I would usually do. So I'd say that's another benefit of attending these events. And of course, the goodies. I would be lying if I didn't like these goodies, or just going to an event and doing an activity that I perhaps wouldn't do by myself. But because I'm in a space with other people, it's a bit more motivating and it pushes me a bit more. But my future goals for this year is obviously, attend more of these events, get more out of my comfort zone as far as like my editing skills, my voiceovers, and also just like as a person, like figure out more where I'm trying to take this space. Obviously, I like to educate, but most importantly, I like to entertain. So it's just like finding the balance of those two and showing people like, as a small creator, you can get into these spaces with big creators. So don't rule yourself out. And also for future or like new content creators, my next tip, do not think you need the biggest of cameras or the newest iPhone or whatever. For the first half of my YouTube career, I was filming on my iPhone 12 Pro. I think it was 12 or 11 Pro, and using CapCut. Like, I would definitely say start with the basics, because if you're new and you don't really know what you're doing, you don't want to buy the newest camera. You don't want to buy the newest phone if you don't know how to use it. You're going to get put off, because if you don't know how to use your equipment, you're not going to get the quality or the message you're trying to portray. You're not going to get the engagement or the views that you're looking for. And you're not going to get the, like, everything that you want up here starts down here. So I would advise you, start with the basics. Start with your camera, like your phone. Start with your phone. Get like a cheap Amazon tripod. That's what I started with. And just get used to filming. Use CapCut. Get used to editing. Find your style. Find your rhythm. And then when you feel like, okay, cool, maybe you can upgrade. Get like the Sony ZV-1, or which one did I have first? I will link it down below. But now I have the Sony ZV-E10. And I'm still getting used to filming on that camera. I'm getting used to different mics on the camera, different angles, the lighting, the editing suite. Sometimes I do use Final Cut Pro, but mostly I use CapCut. So even like for someone who's been editing for a while, CapCut is quick, easy, and efficient. Final Cut Pro, I'll need my laptop. I'll need a proper setup for it. So I would genuinely say for few, like someone new into content creation, start with the basics until you feel comfortable enough and understand the other equipment that you might want to purchase. Don't get bankrupt or going out seeing your influencers with these expensive cameras and you think, okay, because their quality is this, I need that. They probably have someone editing for them. They probably have someone that's teaching them how to do that. You don't. I don't know. Your money might be longer than what I'm thinking it is, but I would say start with the basics, start with your phone, figure out what style of content you want to be creating, find people in your niche that create similar content for inspiration. Don't copy, but use it as inspiration and you can build it on to suit your brand, your personality. That's my tip for someone who's looking to start content creation. So if you're someone in the content space or trying to get into content creation and everything like that, I would encourage you to carry on posting. Do not worry too much about the numbers. Just find your content style, find your niche, find what you like doing. That's the best way to stay motivated, let's say. Because when you start doing it for the numbers, start doing it for this X, Y, and Z, those variables can change and that will start to affect the quality of your videos and how much people are invested in you and how the brands see you. But if you're doing it for enjoyment and just because you enjoy it, remember why you started. That's how you're going to grow your channels and how you're going to grow your pages. So that's what I'd say. Just stay consistent. Even I know it's brutal. It is hard just getting 200 views. You put so much effort into the video and you're still just getting like low engagement. It is hard. But maybe take a little break, stand back, do an audit on your channel, see what's working, see what's not working. So yeah, but if you do have any more questions on that, comment them down below. I will try help. I am a small creator myself, so I will just share what I have gone through if it is some value and of help to you. So do not afraid. If you don't want to comment down below, reach out to my social media, Gains with Viv, on socials such as Instagram and TikTok. Thank you to everyone who has helped me grow my channel to where we are now. And if you follow me on socials as well, thank you for that, because I wouldn't be in this space or even be seeing stuff like this without your support. So I do appreciate that. And also for anyone who is honestly in the space of like doing content, but feeling a bit like, oh, nothing is coming of it. Honestly, stay consistent. Keep pushing. Just think about you're doing it for yourself. And when you start to change it and do it for other people, that's when you start to fall out of love with it. And that was me a few months ago. So try find the reason why you started posting in the first place and stick with that, because that's going to show more of your personality, who you are, and people will buy into that a bit more and be more invested in you. But yeah, so that is the video. I hope you have enjoyed it. And as always, it's been a pleasure having you here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.